You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You're kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win.
So I know what you guys are probably thinking, Brennan, we missed you, where have you been? I'm fine, I'm here. I know you all were so worried. I've kind of just tried to focus more on making videos that I'm more proud of rather than videos that I upload just to keep a schedule. So over the past few months, I've been super busy. I actually just graduated high school. I'm about to turn 18. And also, I'm about to move away to college, which is so insane. And honestly, everyone's been asking me how I feel about graduating high school, and honestly, I really don't feel any different. Like, literally getting a piece of paper doesn't make me feel like I've accomplished anything. However, I actually do have some random footage because I decided to vlog the first day of school from senior year, and I never ended up doing anything with it, so here's that for you. I hope you guys can see me. So, today is the very first day of senior year for me. So, a lot of people tell me that this day is like really important because, I don't know, but I don't know, maybe I might want to look back on this later on. So, I figured I would vlog for you guys, but mostly for me. It's funny because I live like walking distance from my school, but yet I'm driving. But I'm just driving today. I usually walk, but I was like, you know what? I'm a senior. It's my first day of school. Why not drive? I'm scared I'm gonna get stuck in traffic. Honestly, I think it takes longer to drive than it would to walk. Alright, I just got to school. Yay. But let's go inside. So basically, I've been trying to think of ideas to make this video more than just here's what I did in California, and make it much more.
Painting's got me feeling so high, breathing, burning like it's on fire, slipping, fading out of my mind. When we get close, we're gonna slow it down.
I fell asleep and I missed the complimentary drinks.
Going deeper, still I'm sky high, giving you this rhythm all night, slipping, fading like I lost time.
Good morning, guys. So today we are at Seaport Village, kind of like a shopping mall area. Over here is like the city area. I don't know what else we're really gonna do today, but yeah, I'm sure it'll be fun. The place is absolutely incredible. Over here we went shopping, and it's just cool. Everybody's so nice here and everything, and so I just love it here. We haven't been back here in a very long time. So guys, we just ate at this really cool place called Daphne's. It's one of our favorite places in California. If you're ever there, make sure you guys go there. It's a Greek Mediterranean place, and they have really good gyros, so you should definitely check it out. So back when I used to live in California, we had those birds of paradise plants in my backyard, and I miss having those, but I just made an Instagram post about it. I do want to let everybody know, I do not approve of the zoo, but some of the stuff is pretty cool.
Thought we had never lasted. It was good at first, but eventually I could.
So you guys, we found this super amazing view of San Diego at Del Mar, and it's amazing, and I'm so excited because I brought my drone, and you already know I'm flying it. Guys, it's day 3, day 4 of California, and we're at downtown Disney right now, and we're actually in the World of Disney store. It's a huge, like, so much stuff here. I don't know what to get, but there's a lot of stuff here. So see, it's come to a point where it's like whether or not it fits in my house. Okay, so I saw this shirt and I was at first very confused because I'm like, how much does it take to conquer It's a Small World? Okay guys, so I just found this and I really want this, but like $42.99, not so sure. When you come to Disneyland just to take photos? Hold on, let me see.
Wow.
No, I don't like that one.
Oh my god.
Wait, that one's okay. So literally we just, a whole photo shoot, and now these people behind us, can you see them? They're copying my photos. They're literally copying my photo. I just want everybody to know that I work so hard to maintain the perfect Instagram aesthetic, and then these people come along and just completely ruin it for me. So, you know, we're at Disneyland, so it's the happiest place on earth, so we can't complain, right? It's a beautiful day in Southern California, so, you know, the pictures are just pictures. So right now, we are at Disneyland at California Adventure Park, and it is so amazing here. Like, I've got my time-lapse going here, and then another one just as a backup because I'm not sure which shot is going to look better, but it looks so amazing, and I really want to ride California Screamin', or whatever they call it now. I'm not really sure, but we're waiting to get food because there's like a line, so I decided to come out here and just enjoy the view. I really hope we get to see World of Color tonight. So guys, we've made it like an hour or less at Disneyland, and my sister's already lost her jacket. So we're on a hunt right now to find it, and don't know where it is. Could be anywhere. We've been like running around the place. Yep, there it is. So you guys, I just got my fast pass for the Incredicoaster. I'm so excited. It's at 8:25, but I mean, it's like what, 2 o'clock right now? So not for a little while, but it will be soon. Today we are just kind of touring around, where is this place called? Coronado. We're at the Hotel Del Coronado, and yesterday we came back from Anaheim. We went to La Jolla, which was amazing. I got some really amazing drone shots there.
I'm kinda new with apologies. Holding back, I got history. Yeah. But the way you've been crossing the line, oh, it's something in me that says it's fine. Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright. Never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. Like I'm better off with you. Like I'm better off with you. Kinda used to these battlegrounds.
It's our last night in San Diego, and I decided to be the perfect time for a final drone shot.
Something in me that says it's fine. Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright. Never cut it right, but somehow you make me change.
For those of you who know me, and even those who don't, It's probably not hard to tell that I love California. I lived there for a while, and while I don't currently live there, I still really wish I did. And I guess this video is kind of taking a turn, but I wanted to share a story while we're on the topic of California and everything about the California wildfires.
Heavenly Father, please help us. Please help us to be safe. I'm thankful for
Something has kind of been on my mind for a while now, and I have been debating whether or not I make a video about it or whether I should just stay quiet about it, but I figured, you know what, if I can help even one person to understand from a position of someone else or someone who has kind of experience with the California wildfire, then I guess I would call that a success. Obviously, as you know, California has earthquakes and wildfires. For some reason, I've kind of started to understand that people, even though they probably wouldn't admit it, they do think that hurricanes are way more disastrous than a wildfire. While I do think that that can be true at some times, I do think that a lot of people are uneducated about what wildfires actually do and how they start and what they are capable of and how they are really not preventable. First, I wanted to share a story to kind of set the tone and help everyone to kind of understand from my position where I'm coming from.
And it doesn't take much and can spread quickly. Unfortunately, the strong winds are really giving these flames life. In fact, by the looks of it, this fire is spreading at ludicrous speeds and becoming an unstoppable firestorm. Fires like this one can consume up to a football field every second.
Like, remembering this is so crazy. Back in 2007, it was wildfire season, and I remember, I'm basically just gonna share what I remember. I was very young. This was 2007. I wanna say 6. So I was very young, but I'm just gonna share kind of what I remember. I guess it's starting is I remember we went out to dinner at Chili's, and all of a sudden I remember we had left the restaurant, and all of a sudden this dark cloud, like it wasn't a cloud, it was like just fog passing through the air, and it was black and it was scary because you could smell it. And I will say I have never smelt anything so like toxic in my life. It's undescribable. It does not smell like a campfire. A lot of people think it smells like a campfire. It doesn't. I know the smell in my head, and I have smelt it before from smelling things burning, and it is not the smell of like burning wood. It looks like tar in the sky, and it smells like tar, but like in a different way, I guess. But it's an undescribable scene, I guess. I'm sure you guys have seen videos online of people from like Snapchats and stuff of people when they see that kind of stuff, but that's what it looks like. And a lot of times you see that, unless the fire starts where you are, a lot of times when you're farther away from the fire and it's coming like towards you and it's spreading, that's what you see. I remember my parents kind of saying how there's a chance we might have to evacuate. Like, it didn't seem like we would actually have to, but then all of a sudden we woke up the next morning and there was a mandatory evacuation in our area. And basically what happens is, from what I remember, there's like these wildfire squad vehicles or whatever I don't even know what they're called, but they basically are these like almost RV sized like things, and they have teams of people that go around and make sure that the area is clear. So if, and most likely when, the fire comes, everybody is gone. So basically we had to get up and go and leave the area and take like a suitcase full of things and pack up the car and leave. We had 3 pets at the time, 2 cats and 1 dog. We had to take the pets with us and pack up whatever we could and get out as fast as we could. And beside the fire itself, that is also another scary thing, is that everyone's leaving their house. Everyone's taking everything they can and packing up the car and just driving away. 90% of the people have no clue where they're going. I'm like, I know this like seems very detailed and weird, but I'm just like really giving you my perspective of what you guys may not know and what people you don't tell you. There's all this traffic in our neighborhood and everyone's trying to get out and just leave. There's traffic on the freeway, there's traffic in all the suburban neighborhoods, and everyone is just trying to find a place to go and just evacuate the area. I think like there's like a stadium nearby, or the convention center was like holding people, and you could go in there and like it's basically like a big like area that everyone can just like sleep. Luckily my dad's boss lived out of the area that was being evacuated, and so we were so fortunate enough to stay with them. We were like one of 3 families that were staying there. There was actually like a couple other families that were staying with them as well. There was a lot of people there. I remember being there, and my dad had his laptop, and you could see on there was like a little map, and it shows you the areas that had been hit by the fire. And I remember just sitting there looking at it like, wow, like our house could be one of those that has a little like flame thing over it. And like, you know, and it's just crazy to me to think that like you pack up your stuff and leave, and you don't know if you're coming back to a house, you don't know if you're coming back to half a house, you don't know if you're coming back to a neighborhood at all. Like, it's the craziest thing to even like think about. Just the fact that you have no idea what may happen. But we were so fortunate enough to come back to our house being fine, and so many people didn't. And it's so upsetting to me to just even consider how that could affect your entire life. And I just want you guys to take a second to think and just close your eyes and imagine this, that you are going to sleep and all of a sudden you wake up to someone knocking at your door telling you you have like 20 minutes to evacuate your house and just leave and hope that you come back to your house being there. And it's so crazy to me to think that people don't think that wildfires are like an important like disaster. Like, and it's so sad to me because I've even heard people like on Twitter say that, you know, there's no reason why we should help people that are victims of the wildfires because they're preventable. Even being a part of that whole chaos in the situation, you know, I feel like, yes, I do have experience, but at the same time I don't, because, you know, I have no idea what these other people are going through because they had it so much worse than we did. And we had it the best, you know. So many people would have wished to have been in our situation at that point. So that's my little story time for you. So I figured that now, after that, I would explain to you guys kind of the logic behind it and how they work, because I feel like once you're kind of a part of it, you understand it more. A lot of people do have warnings and they are able to evacuate, but still not in a tremendous amount of time. Now, one thing that I did want to share with you guys, and I feel like this may be the reason for society to think that way, that our good president, Donald Trump, tweeted to us, "There is no reason for these massive, deadly, and costly forest fires in California, except that forest management is so poor. Billions of dollars are given each year, with so many lives lost, all because of gross mismanagement of forests." And I feel like that definitely influenced a lot of people into thinking that wildfires are just preventable and they're not considered a natural disaster. And I feel like that could not be further from the truth. I did a Google search, and I'm not sure exactly how accurate this is, but I definitely believe it. The fire that started that made us have to evacuate, I believe, was called the Witch-fire. That was started because of a downed power line. Now, if you guys are not familiar, downed power lines happen all over the world. They happen in the West Coast, the East Coast, I mean everywhere there are downed power lines. Now, I know what some of you guys might be thinking: how can one downed power line lead to a massive wildfire? There's one thing that a lot of people are not familiar with, and it's called the Santa Ana winds. And basically, they are winds that I believe blow down from like Santa Ana area, I think, down the coast, and they are very strong and very dry. If you didn't know, what does a fire need to start? Oxygen. And when there's wind, it blows and blows, and with the dry air in California, everything just catches like crazy.